We ready? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tree of Woe Wrestling Podcast. I am the Black Patriot.
Hey, I'm Mark from MD, and check out my podcast, Cut My Music Wrestling.
And this is the Wrestling Podcast, where we always put wrestling first, because wrestling is the number one priority. This is Smackdown review. Pretty much another mediocre outing from the Smackdown crew, from the Paul Levesque crew on the blue brand. I was not impressed at all by what we saw tonight.
I will say this about what I've seen tonight. I'm gonna say this is middle of the road. This wasn't bad, and it wasn't great. It was watchable. So if that makes sense. So in current WWE, if it's watchable, to me that's a success. Because majority of this product is just unwatchable, and it's a chore to get through.
That speaks a lot to what I'm saying. While expecting the show to be bad, it's not a good look for WWE. Like, I already knew going into this it was going to be bad. Just watchable is not good. I think it's worse than just watchable. I think you might as well turn your TV off. You might as well not watch the program.
Yeah, but the product for the last 10 to 15 years has just been down there almost unwatchable. Under Vince's reign, when Vince was hate booking, under Paul Levesque McMahon's reign, it's just a continuation of Vince McMahon. Yeah, it's been unwatchable for a long time. The ratings have been declining for a long time. Attendance has been declining for a while now. So for this to be somewhat, like I said, somewhat watchable and entertaining, and didn't feel like a chore to get through, I would call this was, in WWE terms, is a success, unfortunately.
And with that in mind, you kick off the show with the only good segment. It's Trick Williams' homecoming. He cuts a promo about his favorite restaurant and his shoes. Would you say we get the origin?
So basically, we get the origin of the lemon pepper steppers.
Pepper steppers.
I was wondering, where is he going with this chicken story?
Right.
And talking about the sauce and about all this. And I was like, okay. And he was kind of losing me for a second. Then all of a sudden, he talked about the sauce dripped onto his boots. And he said that's when they became and the crowd just popped for that because everybody just loved it. And it was everybody shouted lemon pepper steppers.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's some good stuff.
That was a hometown restaurant, so he got the pop from the crowd for that. He's in his hometown. Yeah. Miz and Kip Wilson come out.
Yeah.
And Miz does his thing. He may be like a veteran in the game now, and he's not going to win because he is a jobber. He did cut his promo. His promo part, his speaking parts were really good.
Miz is always going to give you good talk. It's just for them to take him seriously as a champion, it just doesn't happen anymore. But if you need somebody to come out and cut a promo, or need to send somebody on a press tour or something for the company, they always say that Miz is that guy, because that's just what he's good at. So yeah, he comes out, cuts a great Miz promo. So I was like, okay, now they got Miz and Kit versus I guess Trick. And Yachty, I guess.
And Yachty.
Yeah.
And this actually ended up leading to a match between Miz and Trick Williams. But before the match started, this man, Trick Williams, bitch slapped, pimp slapped, whatever you want to call it. He backhand the taste out of Kip Williams' mouth, yo.
This was hilarious.
Died laughing.
He gave him the pimp backhand
of the year.
And it just rocked Kip.
Smacked the shit out of his ass.
If you get a chance, check that out on YouTube or something. Very good, entertaining. Like I said, I tell people, Trick Williams promos are a lot of times the Danhausen stuff. Tonight, not so much, but usually. The Trick Williams and Danhausen, to me, seem to be the highlight of these shows. And Trick came through with the highlight. I thought that was just awesome.
And Miz and Trick had a decent match.
Yes.
Trick beats Miz clean off of a trick shot because Miz is a jobber. He's at that stage. He's jobbing.
Miz is an enhancement talent now. And so that's his role now. His role is not to be champion anymore or try to obtain the world championship or anything major like that. His role is to put younger wrestlers over, up and coming. That's basically what he's going to have to do with Trick.
So Miz going out on his back.
Yeah.
Next, you get, so remember, like I said, this is one of two only good parts of the night. And the next match is the second good part of the night. Because after this, the show goes downhill at record pace. So, believe it or not, Paige and Brie Bella versus Julia and Kiana James is, in my opinion, the match of the night. Straight up.
It was a good match. And I can't hate on it. I'm usually not a fan of women's wrestling like that, but I thought this is pretty solid. So I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I have no pushback about it. Yeah, Paige and Brie, I think they work good as a tag team. You wouldn't think that they would, but they really gel together. Julia, unfortunately, like I said, it's just her and Kiana James. They just see them as just, I guess, pure blue jobbers, man.
And
I think these women are talented, but
Julia is definitely talented. You can see that in this match tonight. She was really, I'm like, oh wow, it's just really impossible for her to have a bad match. It don't matter who she's wrestling, she's getting it in. I didn't like that the announcers was playing up that it was a miscommunication between Julia and Kiana when Brie beat Kiana clean. She countered her standing moonsault with the knees, and then that led to Paige hitting her with the rampage for the win. So that's a clean win for the tag team champions. There was no miscommunication. Yeah. Kiana got out wrestled by Brie. Her standing moonsault got countered.
Yeah, and that's basically what happened. I mean, but like I said, besides all that, I mean, great match. I have nothing. You pretty much summed it all up. Great point.
After that, you get something that is going to guarantee to be a ratings killer. I'm telling you, these are two guys that do not move the needle. One of them I like very much. One of them I can't stand. I like Cody Rhodes. I cannot stand Gunther. But both of these guys together are just not it. Because Cody is arguably failing as a WWE champion right before our eyes. Then you get the charisma vacuum Gunther.
Cody's booking is suspect.
True.
Gunther's booking is suspect. Everybody's booking is suspect. So nobody is made to truly get over because you have a heel versus heel, face versus face. Like, luckily, this is a face versus heel.
This is a traditional.
Yeah, this is a traditional match, but usually it's face versus face, heel versus heel. And so this stuff doesn't even matter anymore. So Gunther and Cody coming out here, we all know Cody is going to end up losing this belt. And they're going to give this belt to Gunther because for some reason they have a hard on for Gunther. They see something in this dude that most people just do not. But they just seem like they just want to put the rocket on this guy and just keep it going. Because first now they got him in doing retiring people. Now I guarantee they're going to have him beat Cody.
That's crazy.
And get that world championship.
I see that too. This is clearly Triple H's guy. If he do beat Cody, hopefully Gunther is a transitional champion because we've been saying it that this is Cody's era. He's supposed to be taking over for Roman, taking over for Cena. He's that guy, QB1.
Yeah. And I don't think that he's a QB1 because I don't think they book Cody to be a QB1. He's like a paper champion. Like, he's just a guy that you can get to go on talk shows or whatever like that. But they seem like the guy they really want to go do that stuff is Roman. But he's all shooting movies, so they give it to Cody.
You get the fake contract signed and Gunther comes out and trying to be a dick and it blows up in his face when Nick Aldis isn't having it. He tell him he has to earn his match, and it's going to be a match between Gunther and Royce Keys later on in the show. So,
first off, Royce he sat there and came out, and I was like, "Yo, what the hell is going on here?" Like, because he just came like straight out and was like, he bum rushed past Gunther. Gunther's like,
Push
hold on.
Gunther.
He's like, hold on, what's going on here? And then so he got in the ring with Cody, and he told Cody that he's basically saying, if he won't sign it, I'll sign it. So Powerhouse is about to go sign the contract. Gunther runs into the ring, and then shenanigans ensue, and somebody ends up getting put through, getting beat up.
And just so you guys know, Gunther got no pop, and neither did Royce Keys.
This crowd was dead tonight.
Like, yeah, the crowd was pretty much turned heel on everything that was going on. The only person that got a pop was Trick Williams. Everybody else literally was solid. I couldn't believe it. Even when it came down to like Alexa, I was like, I know Alexa go get a pop. Barely got a pop.
Yeah, nobody. You're not giving anybody. I don't think that it's necessarily
what's going on in South Carolina.
I don't think there's necessarily it's the crowds. I think it's when you're not giving them anything to pop for.
Yep.
They have nothing to be excited for. So they're not excited to see a lot of these people because there's no storylines behind a lot of these matches.
And they paid to be there.
Yeah. Like Gunther Cody, nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that, yo.
Paige, yeah, even though Paige and Brie are great, there's no real storyline here with Kiana and Julia. The
story is with Judgment Day.
Yeah, it makes Trick out here beefing with Miz. Like nobody really.
Miz is a jobber.
Nobody cares about this.
So Miz, Trick ain't gonna lose. It's it's nothing on the line. It's
predictable. Like even up to the next thing we get, like even with was it Carmelo and Ricky Saints?
Carmelo Hayes and Ricky Saints. Yep.
Predictable. Like no, but actually, I was actually shocked. Actually, I was about to say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say predictable. I was actually shocked by this match because I was like, hold on, you just brought Ricky up from NXT, put him on the main roster, and you already have him eating L's. Yep. Already looking up at the lights. I was like, what? And then what are you doing with Carmelo?
Nothing.
So it's like, because they've been since Carmelo got that #1 draft pick onto SmackDown, it has been yo-yo booking with this man.
Stop and start.
That's all they've been doing. This win does nothing for Carmelo because Carmelo wasn't doing anything. The last thing he was doing was when he had the belt, he was doing the open challenge.
And after he lost the United States title, he wasn't doing nothing.
He ain't doing nothing.
And a loss does nothing for Saints because
it's stupid.
He just got into the face of the WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. So I understand taking an L to Cody. He's a champion, but no.
Yeah, you can't. And you can't
not after that.
You can't have him eating these L's this early into his career. Like, this dude has too much charisma. And they're going to bury him just like they're going to bury Oba and the rest of these guys. And
he got no pop, guys, just so you know.
Everything that we talk about in the beginning, middle, and end.
And I'm talking about no pop.
Nobody got a pop. This crowd was dead through this whole thing. And like I said, I don't blame them.
You don't blame them at all.
I don't blame them at all. And then so then we get the backstage stuff.
They're still trying to make Tala Tonga look strong.
Yeah.
So tonight, and poor Shinsuke, he's done. He's done.
I'm surprised he ain't released by now.
Exactly.
I didn't know he was still on the roster.
Bruh, this dude just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't know Shinsuke was on the roster, and Shinsuke pops up and they have him speaking the English. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Who was he talking to again?
Tama Tonga.
He was talking to Tama Tonga.
And then Tala Tonga came over and threw his ass through a table.
Yeah, and then that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was hilarious. Like I said, I do give them props on the way they're boosting Tala Tonga. The way they're doing him, like making him into like a monster, like a credible looking big man. Mm-hmm. So I will give him props on that booking, but everything else is very suspect.
Now, this leads into a match as
Priest
Tama Tonga versus Damian Priest.
Yeah.
And of course, Damian Priest picks up the win because Tama Tonga does not get wins.
Yeah, he's just there to look up at the lights.
So they continue to build Tala, because after the match, he comes out and destroys Damian Priest.
And my thing is this. What is the point of having Tama take these L's, when Priest is not doing anything. Like, he's not doing anything in the singles run. In the singles, like, he's the tag champion.
Exactly.
So what is the point of Tama is still the singles guy? So why are you giving Damian Priest this dub? And because this does nothing for Priest,
and it's done nothing for the tag division, because R-Truth ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Damian fighting in solo matches, so they're clearly not defending their titles, and nobody is built up to defend them. I guess this is going to lead to Tala Tonga and Solo Sikoa versus R-Truth and Damian Priest. Who knows?
Yes.
That got to be it, because Solo Sikoa comes out and finishes Damian Priest off with a Samoan spike.
Yes. And they're going to eventually have Tala turn going solo, and we know how this is going to go. They're going to have Tama probably turn on him, then they're going to have Tala turn on him, and we know the basic storyline, and Solo's going to be meander by himself. But this right here was pretty good. Damian Priest is not. I don't think he's a slouch in the ring. I think Damian Priest is just a charisma vacuum.
That's what it is.
He has no personality. It's like this dude cannot. He just not seem genuine.
That's crazy, but he can actually wrestle though. He got some good moves and some good moves for a big man.
Yeah, so watching Damian Priest is not matches in the chore to get through. But this next thing was a chore to get through.
And I'm surprised.
Which I am very surprised, because I've been very entertained by Danhausen. But this Danhausen backstage segment was, I was like, what the hell? I was like,
this match. I wasn't surprised by that. Danhausen is back there looking a fool. He gonna always be back there acting the ass, doing something weird.
Yeah, I was like, this whole thing is boring as hell. I'm like I said, I'm just very shocked, because I've been used to Danhausen and Trick being the highlight of these shows, and for Danhausen to, I guess once again, I think it's the oversaturation of Danhausen, because he's selling so much merch. Mm-hmm. They're going to overuse him. And by them overusing him, they're gonna run, and then it becomes less funny, because then you're like, damn, now you just
see him all the time.
Yeah, but you see him, but not only that you see him all the time, it's like you have to come up with so much material instead of just chilling for a little bit, have him do a fire segment, come out again some another time, but just stretch it out. Just don't do so much with him, but you can tell where this is going.
And that was the second time Danhausen got booed.
Oh yeah,
he got booed when he initially came to WWE, when he was the surprise in the crate.
Yeah,
and his midget multiplying machine got booed, and it's because this stuff is not, to me, is not funny. It's cringe. Danhausen can be comical and entertaining, but
I think it's
the way they're using him now is not it.
Yeah, I think they need to seriously slow down on the Danhausen stuff. Like, let him have some genuine just interactions with wrestlers again, and stop trying to do these like elaborate on TV show looking setups. Like, it just doesn't work. And then we got then this next match, I was really
disappointed.
I was really not impressed by this. This is just a showcase really for Jade, because you've got Michin and B-Fab versus Charlotte and Alexa.
And in a match that was just not really good. But like you said, a showcase for Jade, because Jade had words for Rhea. She had words for Charlotte. She had words for everything. Charlotte tried to go back on the microphone. They did have a little back and forth banter.
Yeah.
But this match just wasn't it.
No,
it wasn't where it was at. It was boring. Sucks. And it looked like they wasn't I don't know what they told Michin to not wrestle. Because I know Michin, Mia Yim can wrestle, but she wasn't doing nothing in this match.
Nobody was. B-Fab looked terrible in this game.
Yes, I'm surprised she's still in the company.
Charlotte was looking suspect. Alexa looking suspect.
Alexa was the only one looking decent.
I'm just not, this current Alexa, since she's been back, I'm not a fan of it.
But yeah, all of them was not doing well. I was just like, how? And I'm thinking about this, because I was like, how did Paige and Brie Bella have a better match than Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, and Mia Yim? Yeah. How, like, what?
Yeah, it's Bizarro World right now. So that's literally what happened right there. And once again, this show, even though the wrestling was off, I still was not like so bored by what was going on in the ring, because Jade is very polarizing. So just
I
like
love her.
critiquing Jade, like I love watching Jade and critiquing Jade, because I personally just think that Jade is like an all look.
And she looked
really
fabulous tonight.
Yeah, and she has no real substance to her.
People were saying her match at WrestleMania with Rhea was like one of her best matches. Like,
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that was the best match. But yeah, so we have Charlotte and Alexa
end up winning by DQ because Jade interfered. But I thought Rhea was gonna come out.
Yeah, and then they had Charlotte just start mopping up
everybody,
Meechin and B-Fab. So I'm like, okay, I guess.
But nothing happened.
Rhea's not going to be there. Rhea probably wasn't there.
And then Jade and Charlotte didn't do anything either.
Yeah, and then this right here really pissed me off.
Yes, the main event.
No, not even the main event. The Sammy's backstage talking to Johnny Gargano.
Oh, I'm done with that.
Johnny's up there laying there like an idiot.
Yeah, and then Candace come out like, come on, man. Yeah, what are they doing with this guy? How do they think having him just lay down like an idiot is going to do it, and then he'll get released? But they're the ones that made him do that.
They're giving him the shit booking to where they'll be like, oh, he's terrible, and they give you nothing to work with. Then they're like, oh, this guy's terrible.
And then poor Candace, she gonna probably get released with him.
Yeah, and she gonna get released too.
That's hilarious.
This whole Johnny Gargano thing is
he's not even cutting promos.
Yeah, he's just laying, guys. He was just laying there with his, and props to him for not blinking through this whole thing.
That's hilarious.
And he's committed to this character. I guess it's supposed to be like the resurrection of him later on. But yeah, this is what's going on with Johnny Gargano.
Terrible.
So Sammy's up here talking.
Terrible.
Sammy comes onto the screen. I guess Sammy's just belting out his problems to him while he's laying there. And the boos that you just hear in the background.
And Johnny Gargano just comatose.
Yeah, it was wild. So yeah, but then we have the
main event. And this pissed me off. I thought you was talking about when you said it pissed you off. This match pissed me off.
Yeah. This was
because of Gunther.
This is Gunther versus Powerhouse, and everybody was like, "Who's Powerhouse?"
Powerhouse.
This is
Royce Keys.
I'm gonna just forever call him
Powerhouse, bro. Because Powerhouse Hobbs,
it's
yo.
Just to me, it's just such a better name.
Sound way cooler.
It's a better name, and what they have him doing right here is like it's an improvement on what they were doing with him, but when he debuted,
absolutely.
And I was just like, damn, like they didn't follow up with doing anything with him after that. But now they're doing something with him now. And I'm like, okay, let's see what they're doing.
But there's still no story to this. There's no reason for him to even be considered a number one contender.
No, there isn't. Like, well, he came out and just took the spot from himself.
Right.
And so that's why, and then so I guess now in current WWE, if you step up and go take the spot for yourself, then they're just going to give you the contendership. So that's when that's where this match comes out. And
that is pretty much the show, the card. Gunther wins.
Yeah, Gunther wins. Yeah, and
Solo Sikoa interferes. So I guess that's the story. Is something going on between Solo Sikoa and Royce Keys?
So Solo is trying to recruit Royce into the family.
Well, I guess that is dead.
And so Royce threw the chair.
I guess that is dead now.
Yeah, that's not happening. And so yeah, that there you go.
Gunther is the number one contender to the WWE title, and that is such a travesty. If I have to grade this show, I would give it a F, maybe a D- if I'm generous.
A grade for this, I would have to probably give this maybe like a C+. Something right there in the middle, C+, something like that.
Wow.
Like to me, like I said, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was average. I mean, it was watchable.
Smackdown.
Yep.
And this has been the Tree of Woe Wrestling Podcast, guys. I'm the Black Patriot.
Hey, I'm Mark from MD, and remember, check out Cut My Music Wrestling. Just Cut My Music Wrestling. I appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Peace out.
Peace.
And be safe.